Look what you made me do. I just all over you. Look what you made me do. All right, that's enough. What's up, people? Here is part 2 of Better Knows the Cop. This is actually called, the real video is called Must Watch Cops Violate Man's Right, Give Me Your ID, part 2. Oh, this is part 2? This is OKC Vet HPA. Listen, if you don't want to hear me, the person talking to you right now, go to OKC Vet HPA and watch this video for yourself. Type in OKC Vet HPA. That's 9 letters. That's 8,000 letters less than you write in my comments about me not pausing and not giving the link. OKC Vet HPA. Don't be a douchebag. Type that into Google and this channel will come up. And then you subscribe and then you click the bell like that and then you click the thumbs up like that. You understand? Good. Here we go. Part 2. So in part 1, I just spit on the screen. I'm glad you guys can't see that. Good thing you can't see that. I'll just inform you as I do it. Part 1, this guy is parked outside in the public road in his personal vehicle, waiting for somebody, and some busybody loser calls the police like a douchebag, probably a leftist snowflake liberal loser who loves guys with guns but doesn't want anyone else to have guns. So the cop shows up, starts asking questions. The guy's like, no thanks, leave me alone. Cop can't handle it. His ego can't handle it that somebody knows their rights and the law is better than them. So it escalates, of course. At the end of part 1, the cop now is going to his cruiser to call somebody. So let's resume basically from that point approximately.
Apologize for that, but here's the deal. I don't like being interrupted either. Okay?
We don't care what you like. We don't like our rights being violated. I'm in my car, not breaking any laws, and now you guys are trying to violate my rights. Do you understand, Officer Nye, the tyranny guy? And Officer below me? And Officer Haynes?
And I don't like being talked down to.
I understand that.
I have a purpose here.
When I'm interrupted, I'm being talked down to as well.
No, you're not being talked down to. You work for us. We pay you. You have no jurisdiction over me right now because I'm not committing any crimes. I don't even have to speak to you. I don't have to roll down the window. You approaching and making contact and acting as if we're under your authority is disrespectful. Stop doing it, Officer Nye, the tyranny guy.
No, before you're supposed to be here to meet me at this house.
Okay. And that's fine.
And so now he tells him why he's there, and he shouldn't have even done that, but that's fine. I understand. A gang of guys with guns are there for you not breaking a law. And the cop says that's fine. But is it fine? Let's find out.
Again, I was just trying to help you understand why we have the right to ask for your ID.
You have every right to ask.
You don't. You have the right, but once I refuse, go F yourself. You can ask anything you want. It doesn't mean you get the license. That legally, you have to have some type of crime. You detaining him right now is an unlawful detainment.
Hey, Travis.
Hey, what's up, man?
Nothing. Sorry to bother you. I got a random question for you, though.
I believe he's on the phone with the district attorney right now. The first cop that went up to his car now is in his taxpayer-funded vehicle calling the attorney. Listen to what the attorney says and what actually happens in reality. The attorney should be talking to cops every single day. The attorney should be holding classes about what the cops are allowed to do under their oath.
Some right now. So I got called out to an address, out here in Blanchard, Summer Valley Road, for a suspicious vehicle. A gentleman's parked in a black pickup. He's from Oklahoma City, but he won't give me his name and tells me he doesn't have to give me a driver's license because he's not done anything wrong.
100% correct. How is it that you're a cop who went to the police academy and you don't know this and then you have to actually call a lawyer to figure it out?
He's driving a vehicle?
Well, he's parked right now.
Okay. Well, technically, there's no obligation for him to identify himself.
So technically, there's no obligation for him to identify himself. Oh! 8 million YouTubers know this, but Police officers who swore an oath to the Constitution don't understand how the Fourth Amendment works. What a shocker. They think when they ask you for your plastic slave card that you have to give it to them because they have a costume on. They could care less about the Constitution, their oath, or people in general.
Unless you've got reasonable suspicion that you're committing a crime.
Oh, what? So the attorney knows the legal standard, reasonable suspicion of a crime. That's the part. Suspicious vehicle is just stupidity. That's propaganda, basically. How can a vehicle be suspicious?
The thing is I have no reasonable suspicion to believe that he's not committing a crime because he has a ladder in the...
I have no reasonable suspicion to believe that he's not committing a crime. How about the fact that you don't see him committing a crime? Is that a reasonable reason to think he's not committing a crime because you don't see him committing one? A ladder is not a crime. Holy crap. Hey, according to Officer Haynes Underwear, the only thing a ladder could be used for is a crime. Holy Jesus, God. And when I say cops have a room temperature IQ, this is a shining example right here.
Back of the truck, and he's in front of houses that aren't occupied right now.
There's a ladder in his truck, and he's in front of houses that are unoccupied. Oh, my God. So you witnessed him. So what you just described is that you witnessed the man engaged in completely 100% lawful activity. That's what you just cop-splained to the lawyer.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, there's no compelled ID statute in Oklahoma. I have to think about. I mean, do you have anything else to suggest that he might be involved in something illicit?
Well,
I don't know if you heard that, but the attorney said there's no compelled to ID statute in Oklahoma. Do you have anything else you could get him on?
I'm curious why a man from Oklahoma
Time for more cop-splaining.
City is parked on a dead-end road in Blanchard.
None of your business, just like the guy told you. If you're suspicious, do some police work and investigate. And when you see a crime or reasonable suspicion of a crime, stop the guy, articulate the crime, and then go about your business. But before that, you didn't do that. You want him to explain himself to you because you have a costume.
And, he has no... I asked him if he lives here, and he says, I don't answer questions.
Yeah,
He asked if he was free to leave, and I said, no, at this time, I have my emergency equipment activated, and I'm trying to investigate.
Well, I'll tell you what. You're going to drive him out. Driving out to stop on your motor. Because you don't have a traffic violation.
Well, I follow him out of town until I get one.
I think he just told him, because I didn't even hear it that well myself, that if you can't really even stop him if you don't have a traffic violation. He's like, well, I could just follow him out of town until I get one. So what this cop just admitted, and what every cop knows, is that anywhere in this whole country, if a cop wants to impede your freedom, he'll figure out a way to do it through the transportation code. Not any real laws, not any victims, not any damages, but if he just admitted to everybody in the whole world that if a cop wants to impede your freedom and suspend your constitutional rights, they'll use the transportation code, their favorite thing to do, to get you into their custody and under their authority and jurisdiction. That's why the transportation code needs to be down to, it should be one page. You hurt somebody, you're in trouble, you're legally on the hook. You drive drunk and you hurt somebody, you're going to jail, period. Traffic code, tax code, all them things can be basically done in less than 5 pages. But, that doesn't leave 8 million loopholes so that the government can put people in jail and make money off the people.
Yeah, I mean, so the thing is, you don't have a complaining party, you haven't tried to trespass.
So now the lawyer's telling him, see, the thing is, you got to have like a complaining party, which there isn't one. So again, this cop has this guy detained unlawfully. His freedom is suspended right now for no lawful reason. The cop is breaking the law right now and admitting that anytime he feels like he could just follow somebody and suspend their constitutional right. Hey, Josh from Caps from Cops, caps for cops, snatch for cops. You seeing this? You see what that cop just admitted to? He uses your favorite transportation code to suspend everybody's constitutional rights. That's your hero.
Oh, you got a gun sitting in front of an unoccupied house with a ladder in the back?
Can you get your roll down your window for me? I see you have a camera in. Are you construction worker, contractor? Neither one? Okay. Okay.
Right.
I don't even remember this part. Who are you? Don't worry about what I have a camera and what I do. Mind your business. Am I still unlawfully detained?
Yeah, man, I don't think you got enough to compel him to give you his identification.
Okay.
I mean, I know that's not what you want to hear.
No, that's why I called.
So the attorney tells the cop, you got nothing, and you basically have him unlawfully detained. And he's like, I know that's not what you want to hear. And the cop's like, oh, okay, that's why I called you. So everything should be good now. This cop figured out that he's made an unlawful detainment and has no authority or jurisdiction over this man. It should be over now, right?
You instead of
One of
just
these
ripping him out of his
addresses
truck.
on it. Says 3
Yeah, no,
a.m.
I'm with you. I mean, you might try to think of a way.
That seems pretty
Get pulled
suspicious
over
to me.
and shot.
I'm gonna let Officer Haynes know.
Based on some sort of observed practice violation.
Officer Haynes.
I'm gonna let Officer Haynes know the suspicious things I found in this man's car that he uses for his job. I'm another loser.
There's a manila folder in his front seat on a clipboard that has today's date with code 4.
Has what on it?
Today's date with 3 a.m.
Someone tell me what code 4 means.
and a camera. And it has one of these addresses
Oh,
on
okay,
it. Plain view in the front seat.
Oh my God, there's a manila envelope with today's date on it and one of these addresses on it. I don't know what the hell. That's what I figured out. That's how I've helped this investigation into your non-crime.
He's got a manila envelope in his front seat in plain view with a camera on it. The manila envelope has 3 a.m. and today's date.
And one of these addresses in Summer
And an
Valley.
address on the street on it.
Summer Oaks?
Did you hear that, Travis?
Yeah, I didn't quite understand it. He's got a manila envelope in plain view on the top of your seat. It's got a date and a time
And an
address on it.
in this
Yeah,
neighborhood.
an address on this street on it.
And it says 3 a.m.
It says 3 a.m.
and a camera.
and a camera sitting next to it.
Let's get him.
Oh, he's probably a private investigator.
Probably, but I don't know why he wouldn't want to tell me that.
I asked him if he was
Because he's not breaking any laws and he doesn't have to talk to you, and police are scary and you guys kill people constantly, and making contact with you puts people's safety in jeopardy. That's why people don't want to talk to you anymore. They're tired of you. You guys are ridiculously violent and tyrannical. What do you mean you don't understand? Do you live under a rock? Do you live behind the blue line, or is the blue line blindfolding you?
Those guys are douchebags.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a
Oh, those guys are douchebags, says the attorney. Guys who follow the law and stand on their rights, you know, they're douchebags. They're not like us. Ugh. Can you be any more of a douchebag?
my experience, and they're probably some of the more litigious people that you want to pick around, not being involved in a lawsuit.
Let me see if I can get that
yeah,
address.
man, I don't think you're over the line. I mean, I don't think you're beyond that.
Okay. Well, all right. I'll just tell him that I'll contact Clete about his private eye license or whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to get
I'll just make an empty threat to him then, instead of just letting him go because he was right this whole time. I can't admit that he was right this whole time, so I'll just make some kind of veiled threat to him.
talking to him, and that.
But I'm just, and I gave him the same spiel I gave everybody else that says, I don't have to give my ID. Yeah, you're right, you don't. But I like to know who I'm dealing with, make sure you're not a convicted murderer. And he said,
We don't care what you like. We don't want to talk to you. Leave us alone until you see an actual constitutional law being violated. Until then, go find people who are hurting other people or damaging property. Dummy. That is your job. Protect victims and property. That is your job.
well, I don't answer any questions. I'm like, look, man, I'm not asking a whole bunch of questions. I'm just trying to figure out who you are. If you ain't got
Yeah, you were asking a bunch of questions. Now you're a liar. You're disingenuous liar tyrant.
to
Address
worry
right here.
about, give me your license, I'll cut you loose, have a good day. I just have to do my
Today's
job.
date,
but I
3
didn't find
a.m.
out.
I'll cut you loose if you just surrender your Fourth Amendment right. That's what that cop just said.
You're not here robbing because guess what? If the house gets broken into, you're the person I'm going to
Like
come talk to.
8 minutes at the time that he said it, he had 8 minutes before he was meeting with somebody at this location before.
Well, it's almost 3. And it says the A over the P on there, so it could have been a misprint on that. So if somebody shows up here, whoever Officer Haynes is talking to is believing that this guy may be a private investigator. So,
He's talking to me about the amendments, so I'm guessing there's something sovereign.
He's talking about the Constitution I swore an oath to, so he must be some kind of sovereign. People, are you listening to this? These cops swore an oath to the Constitution, and then this guy on camera, this is how stupid police are. This guy's talking about the Constitution, so he must be some type of sovereign. Holy F! My wife's home today, so I'm in my car right now. She's like, what are you doing, leaving? I go, no, you were sleeping. Came in the car because I know I'm going to be yelling. Oh, my God. I don't even remember that part, but he's talking about the thing we swore an oath to, man. He must be a sovereign citizen. Oh, my God.
Well, we don't want to identify ourselves completely. We have his name based on the tag, but we don't know that that's actually his name. That could just be the person registered to this vehicle. And he doesn't... A suspicious person... I don't know that.
If he doesn't cooperate, arrest him.
Yeah, we're about to get ready to do that.
If he doesn't cooperate, arrest him. How you like that? If he doesn't cooperate with our unlawful demands that he surrender his constitutional rights, then we're going to kidnap him. Hey, Josh. Hey, cream-filled donut operator. Hey, Mike the cop. Hey, Officer 401. It's funny how every single cop thinks the same way, but you don't want us to put you all in the same group. Then why do you guys repeat the same things from coast to coast like morons? This guy's talking about the Constitution. He must be a sovereign. Oh, wait, did we swear an oath to the Constitution? I thought that was just a joke. I thought that was just lip service. As a matter of fact, I have 17 copies of it I wipe my butt with when I use the bathroom on your tax dollar.
Matt's trying one more thing.
Under arrest, guys. Let everybody know.
So now they've told him he's under arrest. The attorneys told the cop who made the stop that he's not committing any crime and you should let him go. Then this other douchebag cop shows up, another one who doesn't know the law. He's probably a supervisor. The less you know about the law, the further you're going up in the police department. That seems to be the thing. Oh, man, you don't know any laws, and you think people who stand on their rights you swore to uphold are sovereign citizens? Captain, you're the new captain.
no, Chief just said to arrest him, and he's been videoing this whole time.
I don't answer questions. Go ahead and just lock me up.
I don't answer questions, go ahead and lock me up. Now, this guy knows he hasn't committed any violations of any law, not required to ID. Now it's on record on the other douchebag's body cam that the attorney told him he's not doing anything wrong. Now other 88 cops show up, and none of them are on the same page, of course. They don't know how to put two brain cells together, get together, have a civil, smart conversation, understand this guy's not doing anything illegal and let him go. Instead, they want to be on camera, making themselves look like disgusting tyrants that they are.
Get arrested for.
I don't know. Not.
What are you going to arrest him for? I don't know. We'll figure something out, man. You already said it. We got to do it now. We got to keep escalating this.
Go back here with this officer.
Hang on just a second. Just hang on right here for me.
What are you arresting him for? Huh? He hasn't violated really a crime yet, so
Are you investigating a crime or possible crime?
No, he's not. He's like, what are you arresting him for? He hasn't really committed any crime. Really committed any... I like how he throws in the really... He hasn't really committed any crime. Other than contempt of cop. Other than he's standing on his rights. He must be a sovereign. Let's get him for that, then. Let's get him.
possibly.
Okay, he's obstructing an officer from doing his duty, right?
Okay.
No, he's not obstructing an officer. You're a liar, bro. How can you obstruct someone who's not engaged in a lawful investigation to begin with? Oh, my God. And I believe that. I want to say that's the police chief, but I could be wrong.
Are you a private investigator? You said you're meeting somebody here in a few minutes?
You have a legal right to make contact with you based on the law.
And I don't have to answer questions.
I'm not here to listen to you.
I have a legal right to make contact with you because I got a call. So he says, and I don't have to answer any of your questions. And that cop can't handle that, so he immediately cuts him off and starts yelling over him.
I'm here to tell you what's going on. Okay? I don't care if you record me.
This whole interaction.
We've all got cameras.
I don't care. Okay? You're obstructing an officer from doing his duty. So now you're
That's a lie. Liar. Stupid lying cop.
under arrest.
unless you want to cooperate. Okay? That's the way it goes. Have a nice day.
Would you like to explain the address?
So we're going to kidnap you unless you do exactly what we say, even though you have no legal obligation to do so, and this is a completely unlawful stop.
The time on the folder inside your vehicle with the camera?
I don't answer questions.
Okay.
How are you going to identify yourself?
I don't answer questions.
Look, man.
You didn't ask a question, hey.
Can you at least...
He just asked a question. The guy says, I don't answer questions. And the guy says, I didn't ask a question. They don't even know what a question is. Holy crap. I'm sweating in here. If I turn the air up, it messes with the audio. I need a studio, man. Go fund me, bro. Just kidding.
Get your hands out of your pockets for me? Thank you.
Look, all we're trying to do, man, if you're PI, no big deal. We'll get out of here. We gotta confirm who you are, make sure, especially with the camera car, make sure you're not doing peeping Tom stuff, okay?
Not a PI. So the only thing you can have a camera for is if you're a PI.
No, that's not what I'm saying, sir.
Insurance adjusters aren't allowed to have
Are
a
you an
camera
insurance
to
adjuster?
take photographs of damage and stuff.
Are you an insurance adjuster?
I possibly might be.
Okay, do you have any proof of that?
Do you have proof that you're engaged in a lawful activity? Can you please prove yourself innocent in America? The legal standard is flipped upside down, you see. When we may contact you, now you're guilty no matter what, and you got to prove yourself innocent. Hello? What are you, some type of sovereign citizen? Think you're going to stand on your... You think you have freedom, boy? And you're going to stand on your constitutional rights? Who do you think you are, boy? See, this guy's laughing right in their face because he knows that everything they're saying is unlawful and illegal. But the police themselves don't know the law. I still can't believe the guy said he's talking about the Bill of Rights, so he must be a sovereign citizen. The guys who are breaking the law right now, armed, breaking the law, basically committing a terrorist act. Please look up the definition of terrorist. Committing unlawful or violent acts for political reasons. That is exactly what is happening in this video.
Okay, but why do I have to answer questions? I'm here for a legal reason.
We got a call. Can I at least...
Why do I have to answer questions? I'm here doing a legal activity. Because we got a call. That's not how it works. Dummies. They can't... Dude, police hate the law more than anybody.
Can I get your date of birth? Can I get your date of birth?
You're failing to identify yourself.
By law.
You
I
are
have the
failing...
Fifth Amendment right.
You are failing to
Not to
identify
answer
yourself.
questions.
Failure to identify, which is something he does not have to do. And the lawyer just told Officer Haynes, and it looks like Officer Haynes is standing right there. So Officer Haynes knows this guy is completely within his rights, but Officer Haynes doesn't inform the rest of the officers that this guy hasn't done anything wrong and does not have to ID. The lawyer just got done telling Officer Haynes. So now Officer Haynes is really being shady and not informing the other cops that he hasn't done anything unlawful and does not have to ID. My goodness gracious. This is so disgusting.
What law have I broken? What law have I broken?
Obstruction.
What law have I broken? And then she says obstruction. Obstruction is when you make legal contact when there's suspicion of an actual crime, and then the guy can be charged with obstructing. You can't just obstruct someone that you have unlawfully detained. And Officer Haynes at this point knows he's unlawfully detained. Officer Haynes absolutely knows that he's unlawfully detained after speaking to the lawyer.
I don't know, I'll go check next.
What law have I done?
Turn around, pretend I'll be back for a second.
So now they literally have his arms restrained. So now they're violating this. Which amendment are they not violating? 13th false imprisonment right now, unlawful detainment. They're completely lying to him, trying to throw him off, trying to get him to answer questions he does not have to answer. Good thing this guy's smart, cool, calm, and collective, and he just lets them do their tyranny. And I'm a hope to Jesus that this guy bankrupts this damn police department here.
You're in place investigative detention, okay?
Investigative detention into what crime? Oh.
Investigative detention at this time. You understand that?
I hope all your body cameras are on.
They are, sir. Do you understand that? I said you're...
Just said.
What did I say?
That I'm under investigative detention.
Okay. What does that mean?
I'm being detained.
Okay. So you're being detained.
I understand what that means.
All right. So...
There's a difference between...
For what crime? Again, You're being detained. Okay, what crime am I being detained for? What crime are you investigating? That's the part police always skip over. The crime part.
That's going to detain me.
There is. You are correct. If you're an
Detained.
okay, so you're being detained.
I understand what that means.
All right. So
There's a difference between an arrest and a detainment.
there is. You are correct. If you're an insurance adjuster, that's fine. We'll identify you. We'll make sure you're at the right house and kick you loose.
No, you won't identify me. That's the whole point. I have a Fourth Amendment right to privacy. I know police think that their costume negates the whole Constitution, and anyone that stands on their rights that you swore to uphold are considered sovereigns. But that means you're a moron that can't think outside of the Southern Poverty Law Center training that you got at your sorry-ass department.
Big deal, bro.
Well, the folder for this house is sitting right there. And the homeowner's not home, so she doesn't...
Do you have the homeowner's name that I can contact, make sure you're supposed to be here?
Yeah, but that's none of your business.
Okay, that's
As a
fine.
matter of fact, if you want to go talk to that...
That's none of your business. Okay, that's fine. If it's fine, why am I still in cuffs, douchebag? Why am I stopped at all? Why is there a gang of armed people here committing terrorism? Violence for unlawful violence for political reasons. That's exactly what is happening here.
Right there. He has the garage door to let me into the house so I can get a photograph of the inside of that garage door.
That's all you had to say from the beginning, man.
No, he didn't have to say that. That's the whole effing point. He doesn't have to tell you anything. What don't you understand, you morons? You guys are disgusting. Officer below me, Officer Nye the tyranny guy, and the officer
I don't
under
have
there.
to tell you that. Don't you guys understand? Door to let me into the house so I can get a photograph of the inside of that garage door.
That's all you had to say from the beginning, man.
I don't have to tell you that. Don't you guys understand what my rights are?
Nobody said you have to tell us that. What we said is that you have to identify
I do
yourself.
not.
You
I
do
haven't
have to
broken
identify.
No, he doesn't, moron. Cite the statute. Dude, if you're a cop and you enforce any law, you should know that to the letter and what it means and the examples of it. Or you're not a cop, you're just a clown wearing a costume. Dude, you're sitting there with a gun. You have a guy in handcuffs who's supposed to be a free American, and you're misquoting the law on camera right to his face. How does this insurance adjuster know the law better than a law enforcement officer?
But we are here investigating whether or not you have. We have reason
You
to.
have every right
Listen
to
to me.
investigate.
Stop interrupting. You ask for my respect. I'm asking for yours in return. Okay? We are investigating because somebody called a suspicious vehicle and person in that vehicle. Okay? I'm not done talking. Within that investigation, we can identify you by
Wrong.
getting your identification. You
I
are
can identify you by getting your identification.
required because we are investigating that. Within that investigation, we can identify you by getting your identification. You are required because we are investigating that you may be committing a crime, and therefore you must
What crime are you investigating? He just asked him too.
identify yourself.
What crime?
Trespassing.
What crime? Trespassing on a public road. And when they finally do answer, which they have no crime, now they just make stuff up. Now you're trespassing on a public road. Again, this is who they give guns to and who half the country respects for no reason. Blindly follow these guys who break the law every second of every day. Law enforcement officers break the law nonstop, but they have so much support for some reason. It doesn't make any sense. If you support cops blindly and don't care that they rape children, that they rape women, that they ruin families, that they steal people's money, that they frame people, that they rape children, I don't know what else to tell you. You're an idiot. Period. Look at this crap going on to this guy. This guy's trying to go to work just like I was the day I was stopped for not speeding. This guy's just trying to work, and he's got 6 armed gunmen surrounding him, misquoting the law. And now Officer Haynes, again, he's known now that this guy isn't doing anything wrong, but Officer Haynes doesn't step in and say, hey guys, let's back this off. This guy's allowed to be here and he doesn't have to ID, even though the lawyer just told him that.
That's
Trust-
number one.
Okay, sir.
To be trespassed,
Keeping
I have to be
time
asked to
for
leave.
all we know. Okay?
And that's
For all by yourself.
What crime?
Trespassing.
Okay.
That's
Trust-
number one.
Okay, sir.
To be trespassed, I
Keeping
have to be
time
asked to
for
leave.
all we know.
So you just told him again, to be trespassed, I have to be asked to leave.
Okay,
And that's
for all we know.
to determine.
Trespassing.
Okay, that's
Trespass-
number one.
Okay, sir.
To be trespassed, I
Peeping
have to be
Tom
asked to
for
leave.
all we know.
Okay.
Peeping Tom, for all we know. Peeping Tom. Peeping Tom! First you're trespassing on a public road, now you're a peeping Tom. Dude, people say cops, they're there to protect you. What else do they say? Oh my God. I'm sweating in my car at this point. I'm turning up the air just so you can hear how loud it is. Oh, yeah. Woo! Shoo! Ah, man, that feels good. All right, how many minutes are left in this video? I'm going to go to 20 minutes, and then I'll do part 3 tomorrow.
That
And
is
that's
for all
for
we
you guys
know.
to determine.
That's right. I
That's-
didn't do
And he says that's for you to determine if I'm a peeping Tom or trespassing. First, and they're like, yeah, that's right. No, you determine it before you make contact, moron. I'm not going to help you in your investigation against me. Think about how stupid that sounds.
Now we have to identify you.
Investigation. No, you don't.
Yeah, we do.
No.
No, you don't. And the lawyer just told Officer Underwear. Stupid. Officer below me.
You can ask for my identification. I am not legally required to give it to you.
Except that you.
No, I'm not.
Except that you are. No, you're not, idiot. Why don't you cite the law since you're a law enforcement officer? Cite the law where he has to identify when he's not committing any crimes. That would mean anyone at any time not committing any crimes would have to identify and surrender their Fourth Amendment. That is not true, Officer below me.
He has told me so.
I don't care what your attorney told you. You have to
I do.
identify yourself because
I
we're
don't care what your attorney told you. Do you care what your attorney told you? The district attorney? The attorney for the police? Do you care what they said? Because they just told Officer Underwear that he's basically in an unlawful detainment.
My rights
investigating a
are
possible
important to me.
crime.
My rights are important to me.
A possible crime is being investigated.
Okay, what crime?
I just told you two.
Okay, if then arrest me for those 2 crimes.
We're investigating them. We have determined that you've committed those crimes.
I haven't committed
However,
any crime.
we have to identify you.
No, you don't.
Can you look in?
I have a Fourth Amendment right not to tell you.
Why can't these cops just go look up the stop and ID law on their Well, as a matter of fact, Officer Underwear he went even further and he went and talked to the attorney, and the attorney told him he had him unlawfully detained. And this was 10 minutes ago. So why is this guy now, instead of being let go for not committing any crimes, now they're investigating peeping Tomery and trespassing on a public road? You want to talk about cop-splaining? You want to talk about idiots, Officer Below Me Underwear and Officer Nye the Tyranny guy? You guys are scum of the earth.
It's possible that the owners can in contact with their custody device.
Address for that's me.
Address for us, 251.
So you're an Eastern Chester?
Possibly.
I'm here on 251.
I'm an independent adjuster. I'll just put it that way.
It's your subcontractor. Look, I'm not trying to make your life any harder.
I understand.
I'm just trying to do my job. Why you
And
doing
I'm
it?
trying to stand up for my rights.
Man, yeah, I have all respect in the world like that, right?
501-502-1984 when you're still here.
Like I said before, I articulated before. And I got to make sure that I'm investigating
Your investigation. I understand that. I was hungry and I was being very
506, 501. Not sure that 2's getting out. I'll let him know.
flying off the hook with you. When you got away with me, I snap back.
All right, that's good for now. That's part 2. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm sweating to death. I got to change my shirt, take a shower. Oh, God, this is so frustrating. You guys are disgusting, man. Again, everybody, go to OKC Vet HPA, subscribe, and click the bell. Good work on this. I want to say that Black Label Cop Watch helped them edit this. So go to Black Label Cop Watch and subscribe to him also. He's very good. And then make sure you go to OKC Vet HPA and subscribe. This guy did a great job. If OKC Vet HPA is this guy, good job, dude. You are the man, bro. I'm so proud of you to stay calm, because I can't stay calm. The first time they insult my intelligence, my voice gets like this, and then they want to beat my head in and figure out a way to arrest me. It hasn't happened yet because I know how to play the game a little bit. I'm surprised I haven't been arrested, to be honest with you, but my main goal in life is to never be kidnapped by a cop for standing on my constitutional rights. So there's part 2. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm getting out of the car now. I'm sweating to death. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Please type in John's Coin Rings into Google with no spaces, and you'll see a picture of one of my beautiful silver Morgan dollars. I love you. YouTube, I'm using this under fair use. Please stop demonetizing everything I do. They're really killing me, guys. I'm still not going to ask for donations, man. I'll go out and work before I do that. That's about it. Peace, tranquility, no victim, no crime. Stay tuned for part 3 tomorrow. All right, bye.